Hello, Lightning Stalker here. As you'll be working on electronics, you'll find that you'll be having to work with steel a lot. Sheet metal like thin aluminum and steel, and there's a few tools that are helpful when you are working with sheet metal. And first of all, we have twist drills. This is just your standard drill bit. In the smaller sizes it's okay, but as you get a little bigger, say around an 1/8 inch or bigger, it's gonna tend to bend the sheet metal as it finishes the hole, especially on thinner sheet metal. So instead of the regular twist drills for the bigger holes, they have what's called a step drill, and they sell these at the home centers, and Radio Shack might sell them too. And you can see it's just got one flute, and it cuts a little slower so that it doesn't bend it up when it's done with the hole. And another thing you can use to make holes, which is a lot faster than a step drill or a twist drill even, is a punch. And you can get these for $25 plus shipping on eBay. It's just a standard metal punch. This one comes with a lot of different dies, and it goes all the way from 3/32 to 9/32. This does have the drawback though that it only drills smaller holes. So if you need to punch a bigger hole and you want to use a punch, you're going to be getting into the hundreds of dollars for a bigger punch. And over a certain size, it's pretty much out of the question, because you would need a huge machine. So that's where your step drill comes in, when you have to drill a bigger hole. And if you need a really big hole, this is a nibbler. They sell these at Radio Shack, and it just sort of like the name says, it just sort of takes a little nibble out of the metal at a time. And these are pretty good on most sheet metal till you start getting thicker, but pretty much by that time you can use a twist drill or a hole saw by the time it gets that big. If you use a hole saw, you got to remember that it has to be a metal hole saw, because most hole saws are just for wood, and if you try to drill metal with it, it'll dull right up before you even drill your first hole, and that'll be totally useless. So make sure that you get a metal hole saw. I don't have a hole saw right with me, but most of you probably know what they are. And the last tool is used for bending, and it's just bending pliers. You can find these in your home center where they sell the usually where they sell the furnace duct material. It's usually used for making your own ducts, but you can bend any kind of sheet metal with it, and you can make pretty good right angles because it's got a nice wide jaw on it. And there is one other tool which comes in really handy, and I can't show it to you because I haven't finished mine yet, but it's a spot welder, and those can come in real handy when you want to join two pieces of sheet metal together instead of using a screw or epoxy glue. It's really fast and very strong. It'll never come loose if it's done right. And there's plans for them on the net. You can make them with microwave transformers, I guess, but I haven't had much luck. If you really want to make a good one, you're going to need a bigger transformer than what comes in a microwave. The transformer I got for that project is it's out of a forklift battery charger, and it's about like 20 inches by 20 inches, and it uses 12 gauge wire on the primary, and it runs off 240 volts. And it's with a big one like that, you can wrap nice thick wire around it. Like, you can go down to about 0 gauge or maybe even bigger, and it'll handle the power. It'll handle a lot of power, so you can spot weld pretty thick stuff. So just do a Google search for homemade spot welders, and you should be able to find some instructions. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.